Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you don't know me, my name is Tina and I'm an architect by profession, but recently resigned from my 9 to 5 job to pursue my career in YouTube and also as a content creator. So in this video, I just wanted to have a kind of heart-to-heart conversation. So I want to share with you guys 5 important tips that help me improve myself when I enter my 30s. I'm not saying that these tips gonna change your life, make you rich or anything, but I feel like if I knew these tips earlier when I was in my 20s, it could actually help me a lot, saving more time, and I could maybe be better than this. I mean, I don't want to say that it's because of these tips my life is like this. No. But I just want to share with you guys, if you are in your 20s, about to enter your 30s, or if you are already and if you are already in your 30s, you might need to hear this. I'm gonna give you these points based on my own personal, experiences. The first one is to detach yourself from negative people. I remember that when I was in my 20s, I was in a relationship. Nothing was going right, and I was hoping things gonna get better. I tried my best. I did everything I could do to save that relationship because I was feeling that I have a son, so I have to take care of that relationship. I have to make sure that everything works well because I want to give a good family to my son because when I was younger, I didn't have it. But along the way, slowly things gets worse. I noticed that doesn't work because me and my ex-partner, we were not in the same direction. He never, tried to support my goals. I mean, in some point, yes, but in the most important ones that it was coming up out of me when I was getting closer to my 30s. Because when you're in your early 20s, you're thinking your life, your goals are different. So I met him when I was in my early 20s. And then along the way, my mindset changed. I wanted to become another person. I didn't want to follow the same dream that I was following when I was in my early 20s. The changes that were happening in me was difficult for him to understand and accept. And then we reached one point that it's not working anymore. It's not only about relationships, it can also happen with your family members, with your close friends, the people around us. If you feel like there are some people that always drain your energy and make you not to be happy about yourself, make you guilty about the things that you have done in the past, and you want to make changes but you don't have any support, there is a saying that on the top is always lonely. Because if you want to change from the person you are now to become a different version of yourself, try different things, it's very important for you to, have peace of mind. That's what I want to say, that okay, have peace of mind, because without peace of mind, you're always struggling to, satisfy other people, which doesn't make sense because you're wasting your energy. And I want you to take one step back and have your journal, have a piece of paper and your pen and write down. I'm not saying that to act immediately because for me it took around 3.5, almost 4 years to realize people that I need to cut off. And it's not something that okay, I tell you today, it's gonna happen tomorrow. It's not like that. Because some people we are attached to, some people we are subconsciously are attached into, and we cannot easily get out of it, especially for example our parents. And it's difficult. I'm telling you, it was very difficult and hard for me at that stage of my life because I dedicated 5 years of my life reading books and improving myself. Because before that, I was in a period of depression for almost 2 years or maybe more. I don't know. Okay, I tell you how I noticed now that I was on depression earlier. I left my parents' house very early and then I came to Malaysia. I started doing different things the way I wanted. No one were there to tell me I do this or do that. I was all by my own, making my own money, spending my own money, doing my studies. So I was all responsible about myself. And that makes me feel like I just want to enjoy my life, because back home everything was difficult, now things are changed, and I want to, drink alcohol. I want to go party. I want to spend time with my friends. Yeah, I studied, I did my master, but still, beside that, only studying doesn't make sense, because once you reach into your 30s, you will say that, okay, I study. Yeah, I have a certificate. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not gonna feed you. I mean, if you don't want to be in your 9 to 5 job, if you want to be, yeah, that's gonna help you. But what I'm talking about is another story. It's not about being in the 9 to 5 job and just leave, die at the age of 20, and just be buried at the age of 75. That's one quote that I heard somewhere and just really hit me. I'm like, okay, that's what I don't want. Once you enter your 30s, you're not gonna look like this. Everything about you gonna change. So that leads me to number 2, which I wrote here. I only wrote the bullet points because I just wanted to have a heart-to-heart conversation, no script, to just keep it simple and understandable. And I'm sorry if my accent is not that good enough. Maybe it's not so native and you might not understand some of my points, but I hope soon I'm gonna get better, because I promise I'm working on it. I am working on my accent as well. I hope you're gonna see some changes. And if you see some changes from the previous videos, please write a comment below and let me know. Okay, so to lead into a second point, start doing exercises. Exercise gonna change your life, because I noticed that when I'm anxious, when I am stressed, exercise, especially cardio, really helped me to release my anger, release my fear, and become more motivated to do more tasks and be more productive. And another thing is that when you are doing workout, you're gonna age slower. If you don't want to end up in the hospital when you're on your 50s, 60s, make sure to do exercise today. I mean, on your 30s. That start doing exercise doesn't mean that how old you are, because exercise is important. It makes you feel better about yourself, especially when you're aging. I felt like this, that I getting more insecure about my skin, about everything about me. Even sometimes I feel like when I have conversation with some girls like younger than me, I feel like we don't understand each other, and totally things are different from when I used to be on my 20s. So you need to keep up. That's what I want to say. Okay, that was the word. You need to keep up, your face, your age, your body, because in 30s the metabolism is different from the time that you were in your 20s. I remember in my 20s I was doing cardio for 30 minutes. I was like burning 300 calories, but now when I'm doing cardio for 30 minutes, I'm just burning like 200 or maximum 220 calories, depends on how much I run. But the thing is that it's important to do exercise. Try to check on your diet. I have like so much videos earlier. If you haven't watched them before, you maybe after this video I link some of them at the end of this video so you can watch them. And yeah, exercise is very important. It makes you feel happier about yourself, more confident, and also reduce your stress, and also make you be more productive. So if you are not doing exercise, try to start considering it. Tip number 3 is that start doing meditation, darling. Oh my god. I remember the time that I learned what is meditation. It was, my life was totally a disaster. I was waking up so late. Oh my god. When I look back, my depression after pregnancy was so bad. There's always a saying, I normally people get depressed after their pregnancy, and so many marriages get destroyed during those times. And you guys need to be careful. But during that time, my stress didn't allow me. And then I realized that I want to change. I want to, do something different. Then I started reading books. That's where I started dedicating 5 years of my life doing meditation, reading books, and digging into everything about this universe, my mindset totally shifted to another level. And the people around me, even my ex-partner, they were still lower than me. So when I was talking, they were not understanding, and they also didn't want to accept my changes. That's why where the conflict came from, and we start having problems. You know what I'm saying? It looks like, oh, okay, when you start doing meditation, you're gonna have conflicts. No, I mean that there is the saying, it's not me saying it. There is a saying that when you start changing, not people around you gonna be happy about it. They want you to be where you are, who you are, because it's familiar to them. And when you change, it's become unfamiliar. They don't want to change. So many people don't want to change. They just scroll watching these videos and just like consume, but they don't do any action and just like let it be. That's why like 90% of people are not satisfied in their life, are not happy with the job they are doing. And I didn't want to be one of them, to be honest. So I tried to change my life. And that's why I wanted to show you guys this book. This is the book that somehow taught me how to do meditation in a correct way. Before I used to do meditation, using YouTube videos, and then like going, into the group meditations outside. And then I noticed that this book really is showing a different method of doing meditation. This is the Silva method, the Silva mind control method by 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐂𝐋𝐀𝐈𝐌𝐄𝐑. I started reading this book in 2016, but once I remember, I totally remember. Once I start, seeing results, then I stopped. This is one of my problems even up to now. I will just be so productive and continue, be so disciplined and make things work. And once I start seeing a little bit of result, I stop. That's what actually happens with this. I was watching one video in Mind Valley. I don't know if you guys know. Then I just watched an advertisement from their side, and that advertisement took me like 30 minutes to finish. And then I noticed that, okay, the method they are talking about is 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐂𝐋𝐀𝐈𝐌𝐄𝐑 method. And I recall, oh, okay, I have done that meditation before. So I watched some videos online, and then I went to order the book again. And I told myself that you are not going to stop until you finish this book, until you learn how to do a proper way of meditation to connect to your higher self. Because as long as you connect to your higher self, you will feel more productive, more ideas will come to your mind. You will be more clear about your vision, about the task you want to do, about everything, about your life. Oh my God, it really changed my life. When I look back, when I was like 18, 19, because I started working at the age of 16 very early, and because I wanted to support my own high school. I was going to an art school, and everything that we wanted to buy was very expensive. I remember during those times I was saying that, you know what, I just don't want to have any business on my own. I want to only work in an office and get paid stress-free and just live life and enjoy. But later on, in my 20s, things changed. And now in my 30s, I'm like, come on, girl, why you were thinking that way? It's crazy. Yeah, that's why I'm saying that, this will leads us to point number 4, that have a clear vision about where you want to go. It's very important, don't expect yourself to carry the same goal that you had in your 20s into your 30s or even into your 40s. Because when I was in my 20s, I had some dreams and some goals. Some of them are still here with me, and some of them are just like, because I have like so many journals I can show you guys that like I brought them out to start thinking of, okay, what am I doing? What I wanted to actually achieve. Because sometimes you feel like, yeah, I want this. And later on, you will like, oh no, I don't want this. It's something different I want. So you need to have a clear vision of what you actually want. It's not about only money. Because money comes, money goes. And I learned that to trust in the process, and I learned to trust the higher self. I mean, trust that there is a higher power. That's what I'm saying. That you call it God, I call it universe, whatever you call it. any religion had that thing. I don't know what it is, but we have it, and they are always taking care of us. They give us what we need to survive. And if you want to achieve more, then you need to start be clear about, what you want to achieve, what you want in your life. If you are not journaling, take a piece of paper and just write it down. What do you really want? What do you want? If you want money, why do you want the money? If you want certain job, why do you want it? Certain thing, why do you want it? Because that's why, like, when you know your why, things gonna change. I swear, especially when you're entering your 30s, because 20s you're still like, playing. Especially me, like, okay, my head is always in the cloud, and I heard this a lot because I'm Pisces. I was born in March, and March people, like Pisces, they are always, thinking so dreamily. They dream a lot, and their head is always in the cloud. It's true, and I learned to ground myself and learn to improve in the real life rather than dreaming all the time. That's why that you need to have a clear vision about what you want to do. And I don't want to make this video so long. Let me see how many minutes. Okay, I don't want to make it too long, but I just want to mention number 5 tip. Number 5, it's very important. Take care of yourself. You need to learn how to take care of yourself, In your 20s, you can just live anyhow you want. Especially me. Oh my God. I was just like sleeping with my makeup, waking up late, eating anyhow. And I was doing to my life. When I entered my 30s, I learned that, oh no, God, I'm getting old. And the wrinkles start showing up, and I was just like, oh my God, I need to take care of this. And 2 things I want you to know: that you need to take care of your neck and also your hands. I saw one post on Instagram. The statement was like, those people that are on their 40s give an advice to the younger generations. And I went through the comments, and I was reading the comments, and I saw one comment that was very funny, and so many people reacted and replied to that comment. And there was a lady mentioned that girls have to take care and moisturize their neck. And I'm like, from that day, I'm like, oh my God, it's true. We really need to take care of our neck. And I start taking care of my hands also, because this is where, the age gonna show up. And if you're only taking care of your face, it's not enough. So take care of your neck, take care of your chest. Your hands are very important. Take care of your weight, do exercise, and learn how to, eat in a proper way, clean a diet. I don't want to call it diet, adopt a kind of lifestyle that is healthy and eat a better food. I mean, healthier food. I have so many videos regarding, what you need to eat. So many tips I shared earlier in this channel. So you can, go back and have a look into my YouTube channel. And if you feel like whatever I have shared with you guys somehow resonate with you, consider subscribing and liking this video. You can also engage in the comments below and tell me how old you are and what are the challenges you are facing so far, because I am somehow concerning about my 40s. It's not yet soon, but with a blink of eyes, it's gonna be there. So we need to, start learning and getting prepared for that. But that's gonna be another video, maybe in the upcoming few more years. I don't want to make it more longer, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did so, I gotta see you in the next one. Bye.